Hey everybody, Brad from RotoHeat.com back at it with another player breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about Kalen Ballage. But first, before we get into Kalen Ballage, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so that you can stay up to date anytime we release new player breakdowns on YouTube. That being said, thank you guys for hanging out. We are in an interesting spot. Currently, as of this recording, it's week 3 of the preseason's finished. We're getting ready to wrap up the 2019 preseason. And Kalen Ballage is a guy that it's a you love him or hate him scenario. The way that news out of Miami is he's going to be the goal line back. Unfortunately, that offensive line is a little rough, so goal line doesn't necessarily mean great opportunity. Kenyon Drake is now out of the walking boot and back at practice, but the reports are, as they're easing him back in, that they'll be splitting first-team reps still. So that that could be beneficial for Ballage. But the issue we run into is that Kenyon Drake has the better athletic profile. He is the guy that's probably going to be in there for the receiving work, which will really benefit any running back on this team because we know Miami's going to have to throw a lot. So that guy will be on the field more. He'll get more snaps, and that could ultimately lead to better week in and week out production. That being said, right now on RotoHeat.com's ADP, Kalen Ballage is the 49th ranked running back. He's ahead of guys like Justice Hill and Alexander Madison and some of those rookies. But he's basically in kind of the right spot. Just ahead of him are guys like Latavius Murray and even Matt Breida and Damian Harris and Peyton Barber and some guys that overall have a better situation and probably are going to do better this year than Ballage potentially could be, other than a guy like Damian Harris that's real touch and go. But that's for another video. My take on Kalen Ballage is I like him as your thumper, as your big back, goal line work. I could easily see him get somewhere around 500 to 600 yards rushing, and 4 to 8 touchdowns. That's not amazing. That is probably right around 49 or 50 when you look at the rankings. So Kalen Ballage is a guy you can draft, but don't go early on him. I don't think he's going to be their RB1 unless Kenyon Drake misses any more time. Obviously we got to see how he bounces back from this foot injury, so be cautious. But right now the guys that are selling Ballage or trying to buy him are paying more than he's probably worth at this point. I've seen him go in packages that are getting back end 2020 first, 2020 second, and it's just not necessarily worth it at this point. I would kind of hold, see where that goes. He's not one of those guys that even if he is the RB1 that he's in Miami, he's probably not ever going to be anything more than an RB2, kind of back end RB2, RB3 at best. So at this point, Kalen Ballage is a hold. If you've got him, if you're drafting right now, you could probably take him in the 140 to 150 range, kind of overall, which is probably right around running back 45 to 50, and that's a good spot for him. So again, thank you guys for sticking around. Don't forget to check out RotoHeat.com to see our ADP and all of our statistical analysis, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.
Don't forget, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any more fantasy football content from the RotoHeat.com team. Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.